With their sights lasered in on the postseason, Georgetown softball is looking to gain ground in the Big East Conference. A series win against Creighton would go a long way into making the last half of the season a race for the final spot in the Big East tournament. Good Saturday afternoon. Tyler Byram here with you on Hoya Vision. The Hoyas facing the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays 17-23 on the year, 3-10 in Big East Conference play. Georgetown, meanwhile, the home team, 12-24 on the year, 6-7 in Big East play, but they enjoy playing at home as they have an outstanding record here at the Nats Youth Baseball Academy. 6-3 in games here in this venue, so they are looking to get a second series Big East win here today after a big win yesterday over the Blue Jays. That one went 8 innings, a walk-off win for the Hoyas, and today they turn to Brooke Plonka in the circle for the Hoyas to try and get things done. The number one starter on this team is coming off an outstanding game earlier in the week. The program's first perfect game, 1-0 victory on Coppin State on the year. She has a 4.43 ERA, a 6-7 overall record, and she has thrown 103 strikeouts compared to 33 walks, one of the best in the Big East Conference. She'll be going up against a very talented Creighton lineup today, as they are one of the tops in the Big East, second in the Big East, in fact, when it comes to batting average, first in several other categories. Of course, Plonka is a left-handed starter, and she will get her first look at number 23, Kayla Nielsen, getting things underway here exactly on time at 3 o'clock. It is 77 degrees here in eastern Washington, D.C. Partly cloudy. There is some precipitation, unfortunately, that is on the radar. Hopefully it's able to stay away long enough. Wind is 8 miles per hour coming in, kind of slightly out to left. Maybe it's a little bit more from kind of across your screen from left to right. Typically from home plate it'll be right to left, but it's going into that left field corner, if you will. So this is Nielsen. First pitch was in there for a strike. Plonka here looking to continue off of the outstanding performance she had on Wednesday. Again, program first, perfect game. Went 15 strikeouts in that contest. 1-1 here. Fastball, this one's hit out to center, and then an easy play made there by the center fielder for today, Claire Turner. Out in the field today for the Hoyas. Not too many changes from what we saw yesterday. In fact, it's everything that we saw. Behind the plate, May Forshee. Over at first is Dianera Campos. Second base, and has been there for a couple games now, Casey Lyman. Shortstop's Morgan Zamora. Third base is Lorena Vasquez and Zuna. Out and left is Cameron Kondo. I mentioned Turner here at center field, and then Brittany Liu is out at right. We'll get you that batting order here in a moment. This one's also popped up, taken by the center fielder one more time, and we have 2 outs quickly here for Brooke Plonka.
First base, number 15, Caitlin Wilson.
Might not get enough time here to get you the batting order for the Blue Jays, but we mentioned Kayla Nielsen. That was just Lily West who flew out. Now it's Kaylee Wilson batting third. Alyssa Gappa is on deck. She's the cleanup batter for today. Voivoda to be batting fifth. Saren Croker sixth, as that one hits the ankles of Wilson to give the Blue Jays a base runner, and this is similar to what we saw yesterday. Got things started, 2 quick outs for the Georgetown Hoyas, and then all of a sudden they were able to get a couple base runners for the Blue Jays, and they were able to put on a pair of runs in the opening frame. So here is Alyssa Gappa. Very dangerous hitter, leads the team in home runs, watches the first pitch in, swinging for a strike. Gappa this year, 300 batting average. One of 5 Blue Jays that are batting above 300 this season. Looking to improve on that. Finishing off the lineup here for the Blue Jays, Emma Rozanki is 7th, Inslee Frame is 8th, and Sidra Seville is batting ninth, playing in center field today for them. So two outs, 2 strikes on the board. Alyssa Gappa's Planka's trying to get out of the inning in 4 batters, and she does. Relatively quick inning for Planka. It's the Hoyas' turn when we come up to bat here on Hoya Vision. This is a big series for the Georgetown Hoyas. They came into this weekend 5th place in the Big East, just a couple games behind Villanova, and now today, after getting the win yesterday, they are a game and a half back for the Wildcats of being the number 4 seed in the Big East tournament. We still have several weeks left to go, but Georgetown putting together one of their best seasons in conference play that we have seen in a couple of years, and they are making a big push. Blue Jays, they came into this weekend, they thought that they had one of those teams that could contend, could make the push in the last half of the season. The schedule breaking a little bit their way, but Georgetown taking game 1 kind of changes the tune here a little bit. Georgetown currently 5th in the Big East. Creighton falls down to 9th. They are 4.5 games back. As we get our first look here today at Peyton Akers, the junior pitcher out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa, for the Blue Jays. She looks up at Cameron Kondo, and Kondo has had such a hot bat of late for Georgetown. Has been a huge reason why the Hoyas have been able to get wins of late, having their best stretch of the season, winning 6 Big East games. She has recorded 20 hits in her last 14 games, and of those 20 hits, 8 have been home runs. As she watches that ball in to make it 1-1. Can Kondo ignite this lineup, as we have seen her do several times this season as a leadoff batter? She pulls that one down the left field line, and it disappears into the stadium down the third base line. Kondo, .317 batting average on the year, making her 36th start. Forecast is only for 8-mile-per-hour winds. We do have some gusts coming in every now and again as Kondo takes it full and draws a walk. 6-pitch walk for Cameron Kondo to give Morgan Zamora a base runner. The shortstop behind her will be May Forshey. Kayla Dunn is batting the cleanup spot, as them two have done all season long. Lorena Vasquez Enzunza is batting 5th. Brittany Liu is 6th. Dayanara Campos is 7th. Casey Lyman 8th. And then in the 9-hole is Claire Turner. Defensively for the Blue Jays, well, you just have to wait to the next at-bat for that one. But Akers looking to get a retirement. She has struggled ever since Big East play started. She had such a real solid start to the year, was one of the top pitchers of Creighton staff. Could have made a case for being the number 1 arm, but now it's clearly Natalia Puccino, who started yesterday and got the loss. Akers 5-5 record on the year. 3.30 ERA. Only has one complete game. And that was a 5-inning no-hitter over Penn back on March 8th. And now she's fallen behind. 3-0 here to Zamora. Zamora had a walk yesterday against these Blue Jays. Typically, she's been batting 7th in the lineup this year, but of late has moved up to 2nd, and with that promotion in the batting order has also moved over to shortstop. Her and Casey Lyman switching spots in the middle infield. But right now, 3-1 count. Akers trying to get back in it, trying to lay down a bunt that will advance the runner to 2nd. But it will be an out for Zamora. First out on the board here for the Blue Jays. But Forshee, the catcher, came into this season as the top bat for the Hoyas. Now has a base runner in scoring position. Number 2 on the team in batting average, 279. The big bat that we've seen from Forshee, not quite as big as it has been throughout her career. I mentioned before, statistically it is her career low season, but still putting up outstanding numbers. Just goes to show the outstanding tenure that the catcher has had in the gray and blue. The grad student, 5th year in the mix for the Hoyas, but now finds herself behind, no balls and 2 strikes. To Akers, the right-hander, burns the pitch. Kondo over at 2nd. Leads the team in runs with 25. Of course, playing the leadoff spot, that's typically what you would hope. She'll improve her .429 on base percentage that she brought into this game as Forshee rips that one foul. One out on the board, runner at 2nd. Forshee trying to drive in that first run. It's over to 3rd. The runner will then try to advance on the throw, and she does. Smart base running there from Cameron Kondo. Hesitated just long enough, maybe trying to force them to not get the out at first, but the decision was made by Gappa to be able to throw it across the diamond and get the out. 2 on the board now, but Georgetown with the runner 1 base away from scoring the first run. So each batter has moved the leadoff batter, Kondo, over. And now it's Kayla Dunn's job, the designated player this afternoon, to try and get her home. Already facing a 1-strike count. This one hit into the outfield. It needs to drop, and it does. A diving play, unable to get there. Oh, and it gets past the left fielder, so that will go down as an RBI for Kayla Dunn. It should be a hit. We'll have to see what the scorekeepers say, but nonetheless, it puts Georgetown on top 1-0 here in the first. Trying to make the dive was Seville, unable to get there, and then over pursuit by Nielsen to try and get the ball. The left fielder coming on in, and it was able to get done over to 2nd base. So now Georgetown may not be done. Vasquez and Zunza playing at third base. She is at bat, the right-handed batter, with Dunn out there at second. Apologize to those following along at home. We are having some stat issues here inside the ballpark. Hopefully get those updated as soon as possible. So if I'm making an executive decision, I'm going to say that was a hit there for Kayla Dunn. It's a double. It is just her 5th of the season. This one's hit over to short. Should end the inning. Oh, but the one hopper unable to get there. Dunn's trying to advance to home, and she does. Georgetown scores another as the throw from Inslee Frame was unable to get over to first. It was a bouncer that hit right in front of the glove. And now Dunn comes across. That time I'm going to give an error on the shortstop. And unlike yesterday where Creighton was able to jump out too early, it is Georgetown's turn that's able to jump out to a multi-run lead here in the early going. Krista Wood, the first-year head coach for Creighton, coming out to talk to her infield. Not exactly how they wanted things to get going.
Right field, number 23. Right field,
Georgetown getting this done with 2 outs on the board. And Akers able to get a couple of ground outs. Should be out of the inning. Instead, going up against her 6th batter, Brittany Liu. Neither of those two teams are real active on the base paths. In fact, Creighton, one of the least base stealing teams in the country, just 11 on the year. Georgetown not too much more aggressive. They have 19. 11 of them have come from Claire Turner. Liu swings on that one to make it 2-2. Liu, the senior out of Potomac, Maryland. Hoping she can keep this inning going for the Hoyas. This one hit out to left center in the gap, called nicely and taken for the final out. Nielsen able to get out number 3, but that's not without some damage being done by the Hoyas. Able to get 2 runs across on just 1 hit. 1 base runner left on to take a 2-0 lead here in D.C. Start of the second inning, Madeline Vejvoda leading things off for the Creighton Blue Jays. They went down in just 4 batters in inning number 1 against Brooke Planka. able to get line out, fly out, and a strikeout. In the first inning, she hit Kaylee Wilson. But now Vejvoda, who has been on fire the last 2 games for the Blue Jays. Two-0 pitch, fouled off. Vejvoda on the year, 317 is what she is hitting. Has 38 hits, has scored 24 runs, second most on the team in terms of getting on home. She lets that one go by. Should be 3-1. Hoyas had 7 batters up in the first inning. This one's popped up. Deep here to center field. Called by Turner. She can't read it. It bounces over her head. That will get her over to second, trying to make it all the way to third, and she does. Madeline Vejvoda continues her hot batting and gets a hit out to left center. And Turner calling for some sunglasses from her teammate. Could not find the ball. She was reading in the right spot, and it went about 2 feet over her glove there on the warning track. But now Creighton trying to get one back. Saren Crocker, the designated player, up with runner on third, no outs. The speed of Vejvoda, able to get it all the way over to third. For now, it is listed as a triple. Called strike there on the 1-0 count against Crocker. Crocker, 345 batting average. You can't hide against this Creighton lineup. Have so many talented batters, very disciplined at the plate. No easy outs, as that's a fastball that Plonka's able to sneak on by. This one's popped up, not going to make it out of the infield. In fact, it's in foul territory. Caught. Campos running over to get it. 1 away now for Georgetown.
Number 7, Emma Rozanki.
This will bring up Emma Rozanki. .248 batter, having the runner there over at third. Zonke has been the 7th spot in the lineup for some time now this season. The junior out of Omaha, Nebraska, local player for these Blue Jays. They have majority of their lineup hailing from Nebraska. Real good recruiting job by Krista Wood and former head coach Brent Vignes to get some talent out of California as well. Some upper Midwest stars from Wisconsin. Very diverse team in terms of areas of the country are these Blue Jays. As Rozanki finds herself down 1 ball and 2 strikes. Plonka trying to fight out of a no out situation with the runner on third, and the first place umpire calling time and goes over to the Georgetown dugout. And with that sound off in the distance, we may have a lightning delay forthcoming. I think the umpire's going to go check it out. They're going to check the radar. And now the umpires will have a quick meeting. It's almost on cue as you saw the first base umpire call time and then walk straight over to the Georgetown dugout. Right when he kind of took a step in, big piece of thunder cracking off in the distance as we have some heavy clouds over behind third base. That's right. Now they're going to have a discussion. All the Georgetown players have moved into the infield. So we see another bolt of lightning flash off in the distance. A lot of waiting to see, and as you hear the PA announcer off in the distance, there's going to be a weather delay due to severe weather in the area. So they are actually telling the fans in attendance to report to their vehicles. The players will go inside, and we're going to step aside here for this delay and see where things go. Right now, it's a 2-0 ball game, halfway through the top half of the first, one out on the board. So we're going to take a break. We'll see you back on Hoya Vision as soon as we hear anything.